So I know I just did a vlog, but I forgot to share a fun little story with you guys. So I came home last Friday after my biolab, because I have biolab every Friday from 1:30 to 3:20. And so what happened was I left here about noon, and I hadn't been back since. So I left about noon, and then I went to biolab and went back to Tampa. And Friday night I just went to bed, and then Saturday I had been hanging out with my friend Maddie. She came over to my house and helped me actually do this. We redyed my dark brown hair and then put the little blonde bangs in, so when I actually do my hair it looks nice, but right now I look like shit because I've been studying. But yeah, so we were doing that, and while the blonde is sitting in my hair, I get a phone call, and I don't recognize the number, so I ignore it. And then I'm like, well, if it's important from someone who needs to actually tell me something, they'll leave a voicemail. And so they did, and sure enough, it's my apartment complex saying there's something about your apartment. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's gonna be my roommates got caught with pot or something. And she's like, yeah, it's been flooded. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, if you call us back at this number, we'll tell you what you need to do. But basically you need to come move your stuff out of your apartment. And I was like, oh, great. So I call her back, and I'm like, okay, well, I can come back after I finish dyeing my hair and move and do whatever I need to do. She's like, okay. So we finish dyeing my hair. We do the blonde and the dark brown. We get dressed, and my friend Maddie comes with me. So we make the hour-and-a-half drive over to this campus, and we leave my house at 8:30. So we got here at 10. And then we get to my apartment, we come in here, and everything looks fine. The carpet in the living room was wet, but my room was completely fine. Like, nothing in here got wet at all. And so I go up to the front office, and I'm like, hey, my apartment looks fine, but they told me I needed to come move all of my stuff out. And the guy who's sitting there is like, oh, well, they probably, the person who called you is probably on break, and if you leave me your number, we'll have them call you back as soon as they get off break. And I was like, okay, fine. So me and my friend Maddie start wandering around the campus, and we're just wandering around campus, and then they call me, and she goes, yeah, you don't actually need to move your stuff, it's the people underneath you that need to move their stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, you could have told me that before I made the hour drive over here and came over here for nothing. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay, fine, whatever. So I hang up, and then we come back here, and we get all the Harry Potter DVDs because we want to watch Harry Potter, because we went and saw the 7th one. By the way, did anyone else see that? I saw it on Thursday at 12:42 in the morning. I loved it. Did anyone else? What do you guys think about it? And so we come back here, get the DVDs, and drive back to my condo in Tampa. And when we get to Tampa, it's 1:30 in the morning. And I was kind of pissed that I took a 5-hour trip to come here and to not even have to move my stuff. And actually, that's why I can't sleep right now, is because the fans in the living room are still drying the floors, even though the floors are dry. I felt them and they're completely dry, but they're still running for some reason. So I couldn't sleep, so I was like, you know what, I'll study for my test today and hopefully do well, because I don't actually know how well I'm doing. I don't know, because I don't know this information that well. But yeah, so I thought I'd share that fun little story with you guys. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.